Welcome back, everybody. Today we are removing parts from the 03 Vulcan 1600. We're removing the rear sets, which takes, looks like just 2 bolts here, and that's a 6mm hex. Then down here, we're removing the heel shifter, and that's a 10mm bolt. Pop that right on there. You just have to loosen that. I might have to remove the floorboard because I think somebody needs it anyway. But all we do there, loosen that bolt, and it's sitting on the end of the spline. Oh, this might come off easier than I thought. Usually you have to pull them all the way out or they won't release. Oh, that's about the easiest thing we could have done. As long as the floorboard doesn't get in the way, she's off. So, you saw that in real time. Now we'll just make sure the bolt is with it, and that's done. So that's going, already sold. And then we come over here and loosen these guys. Take that off. I don't have, I can't find my 6. My 6 is missing here, so it's probably in a pile of parts and tools that I will need to address and find. But for now, what I'm gonna do, loosen these up and pull that off. If you need parts, let me know. We're selling them, taking them off as we need them. This will also have these 2 bolts to remove, and then we have to disconnect it from the exhaust bracket. So that's gonna be, looks like a 14, I think. And then we're probably gonna have to hold this on the inside. It looks like a nut they don't want to fall off. Or maybe this is the nut we remove. And then might have to take that bracket off to get this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and loosen those guys up and show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, both rear sets, definitely, as I thought. These are 6mm, and the bolts come out with Loctite on them. I don't know if that's from Kawasaki factory or if somebody did that on purpose, but I'm guessing it's from the factory because I don't know that these have ever been out. And then this is a 14. Nut spins off the front. You have a washer if it's still there. And then this guard, yes, it needs to be at least moved out of the way. That's gonna hold your bolt on. So even if this comes off, your bolt's not going anywhere, and you're still gonna have your exhaust mounted. But I loosened this with a 6mm wrench, and then I thought I could get it out. Move it out of the way, and the bolt should come out. This is all loose at this point. I guess I need to take it off. It almost clears. So I'm gonna take that off with the 6mm wrench. And then we can push this through and pull off the rear set itself. All right, there we go. So I was able to loosen that up enough that I got it out of the way. The bolt came out from between the brackets. Put the bolt back in, the nut and the washer, and she's ready to send. So that's how you're gonna take off your rear sets. I gotta go grab the bolts for that. And your heel shifter. More parts falling off this bike. Got the Sissy bar off with 4 bolts. 2 that actually had mounts for the saddlebags. And that was a 6mm hex, and I believe the little bolt down here was a 5mm hex. So 4 bolts, and that whole thing lifted off. Now, we could undo these bolts, then this is separate, and the actual backrest bracket would be separate. So that might make it a little easier to ship if needed. Next, we're going after the floorboards. Believe we have 2 bolts on the bracket. Here's a 14 and a 14 down there. I think this one will come off. Not sure how this side is done. We have the brake pedal on this side, so that gets a little dicier. I think we have 2 down there again, 2 14s, and then I think we have 2 more 14s. So that whole thing I think comes off together. All right, 14s did get the bottoms ones off, but then we switched to 12. Looks like our brake master cylinder is attached right here, so we could get that off, but looks like the floorboard could come off with 2 12s down here. So I'm gonna try and do that. And then this spring is attached to this, so let's see what we can do here. All right, so we'll keep pulling parts off of this. As I keep saying, if you need anything, let me know. Ignition coil's there, be easy to take off. I'm gonna keep stripping her down. She's starting to look a little small. So anyway, follow along. Thanks for checking out this video. And we'll see you guys on the next one. We'll have a wiring harness eventually. Look at the size of this frame. That thing is heavy duty, built to not fall apart. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.